I realised I wanted to be an artist well ever since I was little. I was always into like painting and drawing and art in general, and then it became an actuality when I got to high school wanting to be a history teacher and didn't go to plan, and I ended up really loving photography. I was like really drawn to photography because I had two great teachers that were really like inspiring and really knew what they were talking about, and they sort of helped show me how I could use photography to be expressive. So I was always kind of like really shy, and I didn't like telling things about myself to people, and photography was a way of sort of doing that, of, you know, expressing my mood and how I was feeling, or reflecting on something that's happened. I'd kind of make work based on things that happened to me. So for example, my granddad passed away, and yeah, lots of bad things happened all at once. I made work based on that and how it was like how I dealt with it. So it became a kind of form of therapy in a way that I found just really powerful. My biggest inspiration is a photographer called Francesca Woodman. I first discovered her work right in the beginning when I was getting into photography, and ever since she's just been, you know, at the heart of my work. So her style is black and white film photography, and I was working with digital and kind of cheaply copying it into black and white and trying to pass it off as my own work. And at the time I was quite content with doing that because I was so pleased with the results. And in itself, like, that was kind of great doing it myself. There was something about it that I guess was therapeutic anyway. But then as I went to university, I started to realise that, oh, I'm literally just copying an artist. I just want to be like, you know, Francesca Woodman. And I thought, like, it's not really who I am, it's just copying someone else. So I started to obviously look at other artists and then sort of take a step back from my work and sort of think, well, what do I enjoy doing? What do I enjoy photographing? What are my other inspirations? And I kind of went out and tried. I ended up having like this thing where I sort of fell in love with working with natural lighting. So I graduate next summer from university, and I'm hoping, like, kind of unfortunately, to do freelance, because in the real world as an artist you need to earn money, and the reality is that most people go freelance and work with commercial, editorial, fashion. I'd say it's hard to predict the future of photography, especially as it's developing at such a fast pace. I mean, with the digitalisation of everything, and like, art's always going to be there. But whether it's such an important part of society or not, I mean, that's quite kind of political. You know, it depends on what's going on at the time and what certain people think about it, but at the moment it's not that brilliant. Maybe it's not that well funded, but we'll see.